it's Kelly with Kelly Crafts It All, and today I thought I would bring you a tutorial on a little treat holder. This is the treat holder, this is the front, this is the back, and this holds a couple of tea bags. You probably fit a couple more in there if you needed to or wanted to. And then one of these breakfast biscuits from Dollar Tree. They're really good. My husband loves these, and I had to beg him to leave me one so I could do a tutorial. And then you just, you know, this will lay flat. You know, maybe if you wanted to make up a stack of them and use them in a craft fair or for a swap or for, you know, stocking stuffers or something for Christmas. That's why mine's done in Christmas paper, because we are doing Christmas in July swap and getting ready for that, so that fits down right in there. And then you tuck your little tea bags in, and then this is just a Velcro closure, and you just close that up, and you have a little biscuit tea holder. So let's get started. What we're going to need is our scoreboard. Don't mind my glitter. I do bath bombs, and I like to bring I leave my mica powders in my craft room because they stay dry in here, because I have a dehumidifier in here. I mean, we have one on our air conditioner for the house, but when I dry bath bombs, it has to be really dry. Not really dry, about 45% humidity is what I like to dry mine at. So I like to keep my stuff in here because it stays nice and dry. My mica powders don't clump. And I was putting some up, and I didn't have the lid quite on all the way, and I went to pick it up, and the lid popped off, and it tipped, and I had, in mica powder, if you know what it is, it's very light and airy, yeah, and it kind of flittered, and it sticks to everything, so it stuck to my scoreboard. But anyhow, let's get started. So we need some cardstock, and we're going to need a piece that is 10.5 by 8 in your choice of design, whatever you would like to make it to be. Mine's going to be Christmas, because like I said, we're doing a Christmas in July swap. And we are going to lay this on the 10.5 inch side, and we're going to score at 2 5/8. And I just take and rotate mine all the way around, and it's scored again at 2 5/8. So you should have something. Well, you probably can't see this because I really can't, but if you fold these, it should meet pretty much center. If not, you can fangle it around and get it to do right. And that's why I like to use double-sided paper. You don't have to, but like when you open this up and you take the cookies and things out, you know, you're going to see down in there. So that's why I like to use the double-sided paper. But like I said, you don't have to. You can use plain. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so we were on our 10.5 inch side. We scored at 2 5/8 on one side. We rotated it all the way around, and we scored again at 2 5/8. Now we're going to lay our paper, our cardstock, in our scoreboard again on the 8 inch side. And on the 8 inch side, we are going to score at 3 3/4. And then at 4 1/4. And that is that. All the scoring is done. And I like to come in here and, you know, this part burnishing them kind of really helps with the weird, it's kind of like a weird fold here that we're going to do. Alright, so this is what you should have, and when you fold this up, your top should be even. So we're going to fold this back to where these meet in the center. And you're going to see, I don't know if I can show you, but you have that 1/4 inch score line that's in the center. And you'll see that you got your fold, And then you're going to have this little tiny, you know, where it folds here, and you're going to have your one score line here. And I like to just take my nail and put it right there on the edge. And I'm going to, that's where I set it. Really helps to get this line burnished good. Fold that back up. Okay, so we're like this, and then I like to just take the corner, put my fingernail, or if you want to use your bone folder or a stylus, I have one here, a little one, and you're going to hold that down, and you're going to take this line right here and meet it with this fold on this side here. So it'll basically almost fold itself if you burnish those real good. Just kind of pull that down, and this fold here is going to meet with this over here is what you're aiming for. So I just kind of pull mine down and line that up and hold on to it, and then take my finger, go in here and press it down. And you're going to do that on all four sides. I'm going to turn it around. Just gonna kind of like to hold on to that corner, and I kind of like to line it up just inside that fold. Push it down with my finger, and now if you don't want to go in there with your bone folder and really good, go ahead. I'm gonna do it again. I'm not going to fast forward through this part, just so that you can see what I'm doing again. My finger in that little, right where they intersect. You know, you've got the fold line from your 1/4 inch here to that fold line from where we scored the 2 5/8. I'm just going to hold my finger there, just kind of pull that down, make sure that's squared up. I'm just going to pull it down so meets the edge, but this is just a little bit of the fiddly part of it. I'm trying not to get my head in the way here. See how it, just like so. When you get that lined up, just hurry up and get in there, push it down. And we got one more side here, and it goes a lot faster. Once you do one, you can pop these off probably in no time at all. It doesn't take any time to make them. It's just the first one is a little fiddly because you're not sure what you're doing. And I know I had a time with the very first one I did. I think I had to do 3 or 4 prototypes before I could figure it out. Okay, so this is what now you have. You have this. So we're going to get out our glue, or if you want to use tape, whatever makes you happy. Now when you're gluing this, you'll see that you have this like really weird, you know, like a triangle thing. Don't get in this triangle here. You want to stay on this here and then that diagonal score line. Now, try to hold this up to maybe where you can all see. And I'm just going to run some glue right along there. Just like so. I'm going to do it on this side here. And you can just take and fold that down. And you can see that's why you glue right to that score line, because then this opens, this pops up. So I'm going to do that on this side. Okay, mine is all glued down, so yours should look like this. And then when you pull this open, it should look like that. And you fold that up and you'll have this. And then I have to borrow this cookie, because I don't have another one. You just tuck that in there, you're going to tuck them in there, and that part's finished. So now we have to make a little lid. Cover, top, whatever you want to call it. So what you're going to need is a piece of cardstock in your color of choice, or however you want to do yours, which is 5 1/4 by 5. And then I have my designer paper, and those are measured at 2 1/4 by 5. You'll need 2 of those. And you're going to take your top here, and I'm going to lay this on the 5-inch side, and I'm going to score at 2 1/2. I don't like that one. At 2 1/2. And then you're just going to fold them like that. Now you can leave it plain. You can decorate your edges. I like that scallop. Like so. And this is going to go onto here. So I go ahead and put my stuff in it. You don't have to, but I do, so that I make sure my topper fits right. And then I'm just going to line that up like so. Make sure it fits and everything. And mine fits good, so double check yours. Make sure you're working good. You can either put your designer stereo paper on now, or you can wait till you decorate it. It's up to you. I'm going to go ahead and put mine on. And these are 2 1/4 by 5. And just remember, one's going to go upright, and one's going to go upside down to that. If you have directional paper. If you have non-directional paper, it won't make a difference. And so, like, I have this plaid. I could actually do that. I think I'm going to do that. Contrast a little bit. And I'm just going to glue this in here. Like so. I'm going to find my little Velcro dots out. Get this ready. Now I've got my topper ready. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold on to this. Make sure I've got it pushed together at the top. I'm going to pop this on here. I'm going to line it up. And then whatever is your front and your back. So I'm going to hold on to that. I'm just going to push that like that. And I'm going to run some glue on the back of this. And try not to get it too far up to that score line or it oozes all over. Make sure I've got it all lined up. Just push that down. And then you can open this up. And now I'll take my goodies out. This will fold flat. Or if you want to put yours on, you can, and just, don't go over your score line. Just, keep it up to the score line. Like so. Then I once again like to put my little stuff in. And if you want to decorate the inside of this, you can. You're just going to need another piece, that's 2 1/4 by 5, and you can decorate the inside of that. I didn't do mine, so let's do that together real quick. 2 1/4. By 5. Alright, I hope that got recorded. I just heard my phone go beep and something went astray. So I had just cut this out at 2 1/4 by 5. And I'm going to use that for this inside part. I kind of forgot to cut that one. So you'll actually need 3. And then I'll just go ahead and use that. And then you can get her a little Velcro dot. I thought I had one already cut. Maybe not. Or you can even use the big ones and cut them in half. I don't have the small ones. No, I just take 1/2 off. Just kind of stick it in the center. Mine's clear, so it's hard to see. But take that backing off, and I'm gonna line that up on there. Try not to touch it too much. If you want to put glue on yours, you know, to make sure it holds better, you can. And then I'm just going to fold that, push that down. And you can just kind of reach your hand in here and then kind of give that a good push. And that's all there is to it. And then you can decorate this topper however you would like. I don't really have anything to decorate with, but this one I had just these little flower things that I had bought from a friend. Well, actually, it's my adopted granddaughter. I had bought these from her. So, yeah. So that's how they are. And sorry to interrupt your video. Bring you an alternate idea. Plus, I wanted to say that I didn't say in the original video was that this is not my original idea. The original idea comes from the Paper Pixie, Julie DiMatteo, and I will link her channel down below so that you can see the original that I got the inspiration from. Hers is a little smaller. I believe hers is 3 inches, and she uses the individual wrapped Biscoff cookies. But I was sitting here thinking, and maybe you don't want to send tea, or you want to send tea and some cider or some hot cocoa. They will fit as well with the cookie. I can put 2 tea bags and a cocoa in there, and it still fits. You might want to do this ahead of time before you put your Velcro, but it still closes. It's a little bulky. Or you could take it out and just have the cocoa and the cookie, or cider fits in there if you wanted to do cider and a cookie. So I just thought I'd bring that along and let you see that. So back to the original video. They're pretty simple. Doesn't take any time at all to make them. And like I said, you can put, you know, as many tea bags as you could fit in there. You probably get 3 in there. There you guys go. There is a little tutorial on a treat holder. So I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, why don't you give me a like, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Hit that subscribe button and stick around with me for a while. And if you are a subscriber, I thank you so much for your support, and I hope you'll come back again and again. And that's it, guys. So, alright, my friends, y'all take care. Stay safe out there. And remember, I love each and every one of you. And just keep an eye out. Hit that little bell. And hit all notifications on the drop-down menu so that you know when I upload the next video. So, I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.